Monday morning on Bob FM, and it is my pleasure again to welcome you to Meshbesher Mondays. And I've got Tony with me, Tony Nemo. And Tony, it seems like they're all over TV. You see them in magazines. It seems more and more than maybe ever before, you're seeing recall messages for different medical devices. Is that my imagination, or is that really happening, and why?
Unfortunately, Neil, it is really happening, and here's why. Traditionally, in order for a medical device to be permitted to be marketed, the FDA had to go through something called pre-market approval. And that involved the manufacturer submitting all sorts of things, all sorts of study data, all sorts of documentation to the FDA. The FDA then scrutinized that documentation very carefully. Sometimes they required the manufacturer to go back and do other things to make sure that the product was effective for what the manufacturer was saying it was for, that it was safe for the public, that it would not be injurious to the public, and that any labeling that was on the implant was accurate. That was the traditional way, and that was the best way. That's the gold standard of approving something by the FDA for marketing. There is a fast track, however, a quickie way to get a medical device to market, and it's called the 510K process. The 510K process is this. The manufacturer simply has to contact the FDA and say, look, I have a device that you previously scrutinized through the pre-market approval process, and my device is substantially equivalent to that one, so let me sell the thing. And the FDA stamps the paper and says, okay, go sell it.
Well, that would certainly leave lots of opportunities to cut corners, save costs, and maybe that's what's happening. Is that possible?
That is what's happening, because in the 510K, the fast-track approval process, there isn't any testing on patients. The testing occurs after marketing. And so when you have devices like the Stryker Rejuvenant or ABG2, the testing patients, the guinea pigs, are the patients themselves. And that ain't the doctor's fault. That's the fault of the process,
Sure.
And it's the fault of the companies who are giving this data to the FDA.
Well, folks, you may have fit into one of these categories of a medical device recall. You have recourse. You have potentially some compensation, and undoubtedly they have questions. Tony, can our listeners give you a call?
Absolutely, Neil. They can call us at Meshbesher and Spence or visit us at meshbesher.com.
That's our Meshbesher Monday on Bob FM.